Well, we're halfway through January. How are those New Year's resolutions coming? Feeling a little frustrated? Maybe a little overwhelmed because you're trying to change too many things at once? Well, watch this video. I'm sure it'll help you. Hello my friends and welcome to The Simple Sober Life. I am Joshua and I help others make simple changes in their life to create a life of awesome. Welcome my friends and thank you so much for joining me. So it's about January 15th. We're halfway through the month. How are those New Year's resolutions coming? Well, if you're like most people, you've already forgotten about them. Or you just kind of gave up because there's so many things that you want to change. You want to change your diet and your workout routine so that you can drop some weight. You want to save some money so that you can go on a trip or save for retirement. You want to spend less money so that you can do other things that you want to do. You want to spend more time with your friends and family. You want to do all of these different things and you're trying to do them all at once. And if you're anything like me, that's kind of normal. I want to change this and 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 I want to do it all right now because I can do it. But isn't it overwhelming? Isn't it exhausting trying to focus on all of these different things all at one time? Well, I think I found a solution. And besides just focusing on one thing at a time, it's hard to decide what changes we should focus on. Where should our focus be at any given moment? What change should we make starting out? So a couple of things that you can do is just slow down. Slow down, because when we start trying to divide our focus on many things, we start ramping up our pace and we have to fit this in and we have to fit this in and we have to fit this in, all in, the consorts of 24 hours. Not to mention we have to eat right and sleep well and spend time with our families and do all this other stuff while we're trying to change our own lives. It's no wonder it's so overwhelming and so frustrating. And with all the influences of television and social media and all these other things, we got a billion things coming at us all at once. So let's slow down and just focus just for a few minutes on what exactly we need to change at this given moment. So recently, I was actually feeling overwhelmed and kind of frustrated with life. I felt like my life was out of order and because I'm trying to do too many things at once. And so I decided to try something new within my morning routine. I decided to change my morning routine just a little bit to see what it would do. And the change that I started making was I started making my bed. Okay, a grown 38-year-old man should probably make his bed anyway, but I wasn't because it wasn't at the top of my importance list. I didn't really focus on it as being important because I'm just going to come home after a 12-hour shift or whatever, get some work done and then go climb right back into bed. But I decided to make this tiny, small change, this seemingly minute, insignificant change. And it has brought me such a sense of calm that I'm able to actually focus on another change that I want to make. So this small, minute change, seemingly insignificant and unimportant, has changed the course of my day. And so when I'm all frazzled and frustrated about all the other things I want to change, all I have to do is come home and I see my bed is made. And it kind of brings a sense of relief, a sense of calm, so that I can actually organize my thoughts then and create a priorities list of things that I want to do to accomplish the changes and goals that I have set for myself this year. So If you have some minute little change that will improve your life, I would start there. Start by making that simple little change that could possibly change the course of the rest of your day. Something as simple as making my bed. Not only does it create a little bit more of an organized environment for me, but at the beginning of the day, I've already got one task complete. And so I can start out feeling productive and, a little satisfied that I actually, got out of bed and I did something worthwhile. I know it seems really silly, but it actually has a mental helper for you. It can be a mental helper for you. How about that? But if you're already doing these little changes, find some insignificant thing around your house. Let's say you have a junk drawer that is just piling up. What if you just cleaned that out real quick? Cleaned it out, threw away whatever rubbish was in there that you don't need anymore. Those small, minor changes in your life can make a huge impact. Now, if you're looking to dive a little deeper, you might want to check out my video on the Fresh Analysis. The Fresh Analysis is an analysis that I created, and it stands for finance, relationship, employment, spirituality, and health. And those, to me, are the 5 principal areas of your life that you need to work on in order to improve your happiness and your overall well-being. And if you go through this analysis, it can help you decipher what area of your life needs the most attention. And then you can start making small changes there. If your main focus, if you lack confidence in health, like I was several months ago, you can start making a small change to your diet or to your exercise routine or your daily life. Just making those small changes so that you feel productive, so that you feel encouraged to continue on that path. If your main focus is relationships, try making small changes to where when you first wake up, you pay your partner a compliment. Make them feel better about themselves, or someone at work, or call your mother. Call your mother. Making those small changes can actually help improve, your overall happiness and well-being within those different areas. It's mind-blowing how those small changes really add up. Another suggestion I might encourage you to do is take a look at your life and figure out what you're most fearful of. That's a big one. That's a huge one. And if you can take small steps, make small changes to overcome that fear, then think about how revolutionized your year is going to be. It will truly be a year of awesome. So here's just a quick little exercise. So if you sit down and just kind of close your eyes and you envision your perfect self. If you could be the perfect you, what would you look like? What kind of work would you do? How would you treat others? How would you spend money? What would you eat? Would you work out? What aspects of your perfect life would be part of your daily routine? And then take a look at yourself and see what areas from your perfect self are you lacking in. If you're anything like me, it's pretty much everything. But I'm making small changes in order to become the more perfect me. And that's what it's all about. When we create those small changes, they have a dramatic effect on us as to where they start snowballing and actually create incredible change in our lives. So remember, my friends, slow down. We've got time. We don't have to change everything today, and it's probably best that we don't. Just slow down, focus on those small changes that you can make in your life in those various aspects from the Fresh analysis, and you will be fine. I promise you, your life, your year will be much better than it was last year just by making those small changes. So make your bed and make some other small changes after making your bed. My friends, I hope you got value out of this. If you did, please make sure to comment down below. What small changes are you deciding to change this year? We're halfway through January. Most of us have thrown out those dumb resolutions anyway. So we may as well just focus on one small change. If we can improve ourselves just by one small change, wouldn't we be better off when it comes to the next year and the next year and the next year? Because it's only going to compound. My friends, thank you again. Make sure to like this video, give me a big old thumbs up, and subscribe. Hit that bell when you subscribe so you get notified each time I create a video. And I will talk to you soon. Thank you, my friends.